Hello everybody. As you can see, already put on the screen for today's Marvel watch list is Daredevil. Now, I know I've said in the past that I was going to make mini episodes of all of the Marvel one-shots, and then eventually a Spider-Man No Way Home. Well, this one I have to get out there like super quickly. This is another mini episode, as you can probably tell. Daredevil, this is, okay, the way I plan to rate all of the Netflix shows is by each season. So what I mean by that is that every single season I'm rating individually, not all of them together, individually. So what you're seeing is Daredevil Season 1. And I have to say, this was one of the coolest Marvel shows I've ever watched. And it's technically the only one that I've watched all the way through. But, as this, of course, is a mini episode, it's not going to be too long. And I'm not going to talk too much about it. It is one of the best pieces of Marvel media that's ever existed that I've seen. But yes, Daredevil is 5 out of 5. It is beautifully made. The characters I love. The actors are amazing. And everything about this show is just fantastic. Whoops. Matt Murdock as Matt Murdock in this show is so cool. And Charlie Cox, he is the best character. Like, he's the coolest actor here. And don't get me wrong, all the actors in here are amazing. Like, okay, the lady who played as Karen, Deborah, I don't know exactly how to say her name, but the way she portrays Karen in this is really cool. I can really tell that there's a lot of emotion, even though her character I find a little bit whiny in some parts of the show and all that. It all goes away once you think about, like, what is this character supposed to represent and, like, what this character means to the overall story. And she brings a lot of emotion. She's like the person that keeps Matt and Foggy together, and it is so cool. I love it so much. The actor that played as Foggy in here, Eldon Henson, I think that's how you say it. Or Eldon? Hold on. Yeah, Eldon. Eldon Henson, he is so cool. His character is very unique and shows a lot of depth, and like that Matt Murdock's more than just this vigilante person. He's like an actual caring friend, and Foggy, of course, being that friend that he cares for, and is a really good support throughout the story. Him and Karen went on a date, like, went absolutely nowhere. If you watch the show, you know, but I'm gonna give some spoilers in case you haven't. The bomb that exploded literally right outside their building definitely makes it one hell of a first date. Next character would be... Whoops, sorry. I messed up the lighting. Okay, Matt Murdock and his portrayal, Matt Murdock / Daredevil, played by Charlie Cox. Very, very good man. This character is amazing. All he wants to do is get rid of all the evil that's in his city. The city he lives in is not a real city. It takes place in New York. It's called Hell's Kitchen, or Hell Kitchen, one of the two. But all he wants to do is just help his city. But the way he does it is a bit scary, for sure. And the funny thing about Season 1 of Daredevil is that he literally doesn't look like this until the very last episode. The rest of the time, he was... the rest of the time, in, like, the TV show and everything, he wore nothing but like a little, yeah, right here. He wore a shirt on, oops. Yeah, he wore a shirt on his mask as a mask and all that. And it's just like, wow. He went from looking like this into that, which is amazing, and I love it so much. I love his new costume. Can't wait to see what happens in season 2, though. Since I'm on the Marvel database, I'll show you some more. Okay, this guy, James Wesley. Whew, this man is amazing. He's a really, really cool character. He's the best friend of Kingpin. He, at the very end, right before, okay, spoilers again, right before he dies, we find out that he absolutely hates the city, but he wants to help his friend make it a better place, which is Kingpin. Also, Karen's the one that shot him to death, so... once Kingpin finds that out, he's dead. He's dead. Wait, who's the guy that plays as him? Wesley. Where is it? Wesley. He plays it. He's played by Toby Leonard Moore. Really cool guy. Really cool guy. But, yes, very cool character. Quite menacing. Then there's Ben Urch. Another big spoiler, he dies, which I hate. I hate that he dies. He made me cry. This was a really, really cool and beloved character. He helped, like, defend Karen. He was clearly a man that cared for his wife. And how he didn't want to be involved with all of this drama between Daredevil and the lawyers and then Kingpin himself, which ultimately was his downfall, because he was literally crushed to death by Kingpin. Like, oh, it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. Vanessa, very cool character. She, of course, is being Kingpin's girlfriend, leads him to stop being such a crime lord and makes Kingpin more passionate, which is very cool to see. You never see a villain change their thinking just because of them falling in love. And the thing is, he doesn't become a good guy. Like, he totally does not become a good guy. He stays a bad guy. And speaking of the devil, here he is, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. That's not a good picture. Where's a better picture of him? Oh yeah, that's him as a kid. Backstory of him as a kid: he killed his father trying to protect his mom, which, of course, led him to where he is today. Also, if you don't remember, I talked about, this isn't the first time we're talking about him, because he appeared in Hawkeye. Now, him appearing in Hawkeye and more, I'm not going to say anymore until future videos, but it just kind of proves that the Netflix shows do take place in the MCU, just way, way in the background. But yeah, for my thinking on this show, 5 out of 5, it's going right on the top of the list. The best. One of the best shows I've ever seen.